So I've been thinking about climate change recently. I think most people look at phrases like 400 parts per million and they just glaze over. I mean, what does that even mean? Climate change is a problem where they throw a lot of numbers at you or a lot of words at you, and there just isn't really a clear picture. So I'd like to provide something like that, and I think Minecraft is a good way to do it. I'd also like to take time to make this as blame-free as possible, because I don't think that helps anyone to blame a certain industry or practice or person or country. So to begin with, I open a flat world in Minecraft. This obviously isn't reflective of any real-life Earth. Wikipedia says the Earth is 510 million square kilometers, and about 3/4 of this is ocean. 510 million square kilometers, that is too hard to build here. So what about per person? This population clock says that today there are about 8.2 billion people on the planet right now. This means I should have, personally, about 18,000 square kilometers of land, which is 135 by 135 cubes in this Minecraft world. This is your personal bit of Earth and personal stretch of ocean that you would get if you cut the Earth up into equal measures for each person. This is the land that supports you with the food and water and shelter that you need, and every product you've ever bought or thrown away is here. Since there have been about 110 billion humans on the planet so far, about 10 people have had this land before you. Half your children will have to inherit this land after you die as well. Now it says here about 10% of land is covered in ice, so that is roughly 43 by 43 cubes. In reality, most land ice is several kilometers tall, but I'm just gonna make mine look rough like this to save my poor wrists. Here's why ice is important. Since it is white, it reflects a lot of the sun's rays back into space. This means that if it melts, not only will the sea levels rise with the extra water, but you'll also get more solar radiation warming the atmosphere up. And between April 2002 and December 2020, about 7,600 billion tons of ice have melted. They learned this through satellite imagery. Crunching the numbers for you, this means that about 50,000 kilograms of ice per year are being lost on your personal stretch of ice. You are personally losing 50 Minecraft cubes worth of ice every year. Moving on, 33% of all land on Earth is desert, so let me fill in just about 1/3 of the map in sand. Desert is important because it is also light colored, so it also reflects light back out into space. Yes, deserts have a cooling effect. And deserts are amazing ecosystems in their own right. So to be honest, you probably don't personally have anything to do with this space full of sand and cactus, but it would be inconvenient to your survival if it were to grow. As of 2022, about 31% of the Earth's land is forested. Crunching the numbers, that's about 75 by 75 cubes in your personal Minecraft world, and here's what that looks like. This space is exceptionally important because trees are basically made of carbon, and they don't pull that out of the earth. In fact, they pull that out of the atmosphere and push it into the earth. But we need to live, we need some food, so let's build a farm. As I build this farm, have a guess about how much of the rest of the space it will take up. Yep, so if you said all of it, you'd be correct. 1.3% of the Earth's land is being used for permanent crops. This means plants that don't need replanting every year. About 11% of land is being used for other crops, and a whopping 22% is used for animal pasture. Built environment takes up 1.2% as of 2015, and I've chosen to live in a castle here. So that's the state of your personal land, but we want to talk about climate change, and that's mostly to do with the carbon in the atmosphere. So looking up, how much atmosphere is there? Each person on this planet, personally, has about 624 million kilograms of air above them. If it was the same density all the way up, it would reach about 8.5 kilometers. This means that in your Minecraft space, you have 523 million cubes right here above you of just air that you can breathe. Before the Industrial Revolution, the air cycled between 200 and 300 parts per million of carbon dioxide in the air. That means that for every million cubes here, 200 to 300 of them could be considered carbon dioxide. This is what it looks like if I put them all together and color them black. These are okay levels. In 2025, the level was about 425 parts per million, a little bit higher. So this is what that looks like. Now the whole point we're worried about carbon in particular is because it acts like a warm blanket. So we need to know how much warmer is bad and how much carbon warms how much. An increase of 10 parts per million equates to about 0.1 degrees Celsius. And frequently you'll see in the news that a 2-degree increase spells absolute disaster. But it's not that simple. Estimates for a 2-degree increase from normal levels, a carbon level of between 429 to 1100 parts per million, depending on who you ask. But how long will it take to get there? On average, everyone on Earth, each, is emitting 4.7 tons of carbon a year. In terms of your cubes, this is 7 parts per million. That's what this looks like. To get to the bad levels, you could live about 1 to 145 years. So there's a chance your children will grow old. Let's say you're American or Australian like me. Average Australian emissions are about 14.3 tons per year. This adds a 23 parts per million blob onto your big cube. That means from now you have a maximum of 30 years until you reach the bad levels, until your space is uninhabitable to anyone and everything in it. So I don't mean to panic you or anything like that. I just wanted to build a clear picture of what's happening in a way that is as blame-free as possible. I hope this video armed you with enough information and a tangible picture to help with any positive decision making you have ahead of you. Bye!